Hey friends, Derek Loudermilk here, and today we're going to be talking about the basics of time travel. So, if you have ever said to yourself, I need more time, or I wish I had more time to get things done, then this is probably going to be exciting information for you. And I had that experience myself, so I started looking into and over the last few months exploring how to become a time traveler. Is that even possible? Well, I started with the premise that from physics tells us that time is just a construct. Time and space are a construct. And this is why ancient peoples would build things like Stonehenge and the pyramids and establish maps so that they, one, are establishing time, and two, establishing space. And then when you establish time and space, then you can control it. Then we have this collective agreement about time and space, and we have our watches and we all synchronize, and we're living by this collective agreement that we've created. So, what would it be like to experience being free of the earth construct of time? I designed some experiments for myself, and it started with just getting rid of my watch and doing things so that I would take as much time as I needed to. So the first thing I did was I wanted to do a long workout at the gym. And this was about maybe a 2.5 hour workout, a real long workout with a nice long warm up and cool down. But I only had a certain amount of time in my evening because I had to get home to have dinner with my family. And I didn't look at the clock the whole time. And I just said, I will have enough time to do this. And lo and behold, I got home about an hour later and I had done my 2.5 workout perfectly in the time window that I needed. I've also experimented with time synchronicities, being in the right place at the right time. So one afternoon, I took the whole afternoon, did a big long bike ride with a lot of unexpected stops. Then I had to go pick up my kid from school, and I arrived exactly as he was walking out of school and I was walking. So there were some people that got there early, there were some parents that got there late, but I spent the whole day not looking at my watch, and I was the only one that arrived at precisely the right time. So what's also important to remember is that physical reality is a byproduct of the vibration that underlies it. And so when you have a state in yourself of always being on time, of always having enough time, of completing things on time, of being in the right place at the right time, that is a specific feeling, a specific vibration in yourself, in your own consciousness. So first you have to establish exactly what that feels like for yourself. And then you have to continually go back to that feeling state in yourself each day. You can also experiment with this on road trips. For example, you're driving 15 hours across Kansas and you want to be there already, but you just have to sit there for 8 hours just to get across the state of Kansas. You can start to imagine, right, what it will feel like when you arrive. That's a specific feeling state. That's a specific vibration. And if you can start to harmonize with that state of arrival rather than the state of I'm in the transit point, I'm waiting to arrive, all of a sudden, then, and I've experienced this and I've had other people experience this sort of jump where all of a sudden you maybe 5 hours should have gone by, but it didn't, but you're there. And so you can do these sort of time space jumps and start to leap into a new time space location. And here's where we get into actual time travel. Mostly when people say time travel, they're talking about going to a different time space location. So I want to go back to ancient Rome, or I want to go to the future where they've invented medical technology that can just scan you and heal you. What's important to remember here is perhaps the concept of past lives and future lives. This is important because all these past lives and future lives and your current self, they're all connected. They're all part of this one connected soul, the sort of oversoul, and they're fractals of the consciousness experience in different time, space locations. So if you want to time travel, like go back to ancient Rome, You need to find a past life of yourself that lived in ancient Rome, that's actually part of you, part of your soul, but that was living back then. And you need to harmonize with what it felt like for them to be living as themselves in ancient Rome. And then, just like when you have tuning forks that start to harmonize and vibrate in the same frequency, you can begin to view the world through the eyes of that version of yourself that was living back in ancient Rome. And you can begin to experience what it's like. So you're not getting in a machine and going back and walking out of the machine and looking around. You're actually looking through the eyes of yourself that was inhabiting that time space that you want. So just a couple things to remember. You have to, there's the underlying realizations is that you get to choose. You're part of constructing time, and you can choose to experience time as you want. You have the power to create the experience, even if the collective has a different agreed upon experience of time. And then the fundamental reality, right? The physical reality is originating from the vibration level underneath it. This is how matter is created. It's how the table is solid. But your feeling state is going to help shape your physical experience. So start from there. And I would love to hear about your experiments, about your experiences. And if there's anything you think I've missed, then please let me know. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.